in Livegood. Tomorrow is our official anniversary. Just wrapped up. Check this out, guys. Nodder, Lisa, Ryan, you guys will love these numbers.
There
Our
you go.
biggest week in over 3 months.
Ooh,
Our biggest day yesterday, our cutoff day, in over 4 months.
yes!
Momentum is rocking. Never really slowed down, but it is really exciting to see those numbers continue to grow, continue to be the fastest growing company in the entire home-based business industry, the entire nutritional supplement industry, and really be able to do that for 3 years consistently. And at the same time, guys, we're going to talk about some fun stuff today that we have been absolutely cranking on that is going to take this thing to a whole, we're at like a level no other company has ever seen before in the history of the network marketing industry, and we're taking it like 10 times farther than that. So awesome stuff is happening. Nader Kazan, Director
Oh
of
my-
Field Development. Good morning, man. What's going on out there?
Good morning, my brother. Dude, can you believe it? Can you believe it? It's almost 3 years. It's almost 3 years when the masses are finally going to be able to get their hands on the highest quality products at the lowest price with full transparency. Ladies and gentlemen, it went by like this. It went by like this. I'm just so honored. We all are honored. I can't speak for my partners, but I know you're all been keeping us busy. We love your inputs. But before we go any further, Ben, I gotta do this, bro. I gotta do this. I wanna praise our behind the scene warriors. I want to praise our customer service team. I want to thank you for putting that team together. I want to thank Michelle for leading that team. I want to give you back a little bit even more on that how you, I don't want to say cultivate, but you kept that amazing lady into the mix, knowing deep in your heart, Mr. Bengalinski, even though you fought coming back to this industry, deep in your heart, you come back in, you're going to change this world for the better. You're going to help so many people the honest way, the kind way, the loving way. So I want to thank our customer service team led by Michelle. 3 amazing years, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank our warehouse team. I want to thank Lee. I want to thank you. I want to thank all of you for caring so much, for loving so much, for going out there and making sure everything is done right. I want to thank Lisa and Ryan for creating the most advanced nutritional products on earth that they used to make it for their family, passionately for their little doggies. And now, because of this young man coming back to network marketing, coming out of an early retirement from network marketing just 3 short years ago, their product, their knowledge, their love. I mean, I get copied on some of the emails that Lisa replies to people. Ladies and gentlemen, she sends you the whole Dead Sea Scroll, full with passion, full with love, full with transparency and guidance. And one last thing, you want to definitely take advantage of that. I don't know if that's the right word, because as we grow, and as Ben said, 3 million people, 2 million people in less than 3 years. Yes, it's mind boggling. Yes, never been done. Yes, we are going to be exposing the broken industry of supplementation and the old home based business. But more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, we are in a business of blessing others. We're in a business of loving others. And I wanted to make sure, because the next time we get on our Friday Zoom, brother, we're already past our 3 year anniversary. So I want just again and again, thank you, customer service. Thank you, warehouse team. Thank you, Ben, brother, for coming back to this broken industry, both of them. The supplementation world that made products for $5 and sold it to the doctors for 40, so the doctors sold it to their patients for 60, all the way into the old Goliath network marketing companies that made products for, I don't know, $18 and sold it to people for 200, and then shamed them that the only way they'll fail is if they quit. So again, this is a season of gratitude. This is a season of being thankful. But don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, it starts with you. It all starts with you. It's the beginning of the year. When I talk about Livegood being the perfect storm, there's so many ways that we are a perfect storm. We're a company, the price point, highest quality at the lowest price with full transparency. Ladies and gentlemen, as Ben has been saying in the past few Zooms, the world is more educated now. Believe it or not, the consumer, not believe it or not, it's a fact. Consumers are more educated. They're not blindly accepting everything anymore. They are researching, they're digging in. They're like, why? Why should I pay $65 for a green product when you don't even bother telling me what you put in it? Why? So that's the love we have here. And ladies and gentlemen, yes, 3 years. This is just the tip of the iceberg. 2 million people. The number one question that people had been when we first started this beautiful journey 3 short years ago was this: how? How are you guys going to be able to bring such high quality products at such low price and still operate? How? Well, as Ben said last week, believe it or not, it's very doable. It's very doable when you remove greed out of the equation. It's very doable, and we proved it with 2 million people in record-breaking time. When you're honest, when you're loving, when you make a boo-boo, you come and tell your team, hey, we messed up, we made a mistake, we did this, we're going to do this. Asking for the suggestions, loving your team, not hiding behind some corporate ID number and some hedge fund launching a nutritional company so their investors make more money. So I want to start this Zoom, ladies and gentlemen, with the fact that we're so thankful. Ours starts with our customer service, warehouse, this young man coming out of retirement, Lisa and Ryan blessing us and allowing me to be a part of this revolution. I love to serve you all. Ben, thank you, my brother, and back to you.
Awesome. Thanks so much. And yeah, I'm glad you recognized Michelle and Lee and our entire team that work every day and absolutely love it. Like, they love being here. And like Nader said, you guys, I've told the whole story about Michelle, but what Nader's talking about is when I retired, Michelle had been working for me for 10 years and she's the best. She's just the best. And I didn't want to let her go just in case there is a chance that I ever needed her. But in the same time, like, she deserved to be like, we have an awesome relationship. I love Michelle. And she's just the best. But anyway, so I was paying her to not work for me. I was paying her to literally work for a friend's company, just so that if I ever needed her, she wasn't an employee of you, she was an employee of me, and I needed. So anyway, but yeah, she's amazing. Our whole customer support team, Lee and the warehouse crew are, man, they love the orders, guys. So keep them coming. They love being busy. We hired on 2 new people last month. I think we're bringing on another one. We've just been, and Lee is just amazing on keeping that flow, just keeping up with all the volume, all the momentum. You guys are awesome. But yeah, no, you're right. And that's still the biggest question is how? How do we do it? How do we make the highest quality supplements and sell them at the lowest prices? And we've talked about this a lot. It's not that we're doing it wrong. It's that everyone else is. In other words, you compare it to every other aspect of our life. Food, can of beans probably costs $1 to make, to generate, all the labor, all the packaging, all that stuff. They sell for $2 at the store. A car, might cost $10,000 to make, sells for $20,000. Like, it's about that much of a markup. Our products, our super greens cost about $12, $13 to make, sell for $25 retail. It's about the same amount of markup. All these other brands, you make a product for $5, you sell it for $70. That just doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense why all of that's become normal, and what we're doing is not normal, when in every other aspect of our life, what we're doing fits in perfectly with the economy, with people's buying habits, with how people want to spend their money, with traditional business and everything that goes along with it. So so that how it will probably continue for a few years until we educate a few million more people. And then they're going to be like, why are you guys, these other guys, still doing it the wrong way if they're still in business? But a couple other things you said, Nader, I like feeding off you guys and what you say. I'm sure Lisa's going to bring me some value and some nuggets as well. But I think another question that we had at the beginning, since, we've got all the affiliates on this call today, is how are you going to attract leaders with a little $10 a month program? And my response from the beginning is, we didn't build this for leaders. We built this for the 99% of people who are struggling out there in the network marketing industry, who are losing money in the network marketing industry, who have never been able to recruit or build a big team or sell a lot of product to finally be able to have success. And now with over 30% of our affiliates in profit, and I know I said I wasn't going to do rank advancements every week, but they're so huge this week that I have to do them anyway. So we'll talk about those in a second, but that's kind of flipping the script, guys. We're doing it different. When you see something that's broken and you do it a different way, good things happen. And with over 2 million people never been seen before in the history of the industry, obviously Nader and I weren't the only ones that thought this was a pretty cool idea. It's working. It's changing lives, helping hundreds of thousands of people all over the world generate some additional income in their spare time from home, and millions of people get healthy, stay healthy, and do it in an affordable way. And that alone makes it worth coming back and just doing this with you guys, because it is fun, it is awesome, and we are crushing it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I was taking notes when you were walking. I think I covered them all. Uh, cool. Lisa, Director of Product Education. Good morning.
Hello, everyone. Yes, I want to add to what both of you were saying. But first, what Nada was talking about, which is really big with education, we are equipping you guys with the knowledge to question everything you put into your body, everything you put onto your body. We're giving you the knowledge and the power to dig deeper, right? Before, maybe you would fall victim to that marketing claim, which is very easy to do, but now you're questioning things. Is that really true? Or why is this product $89 for 30 servings? Question, look into it, write to the company, whatever it is. We're making you think twice about the decisions you're making, for your healthcare, which is very important. And when we teach you, you teach others, and it becomes like this wonderful community. But on top of that, like Livegood is easy. It really is. We say this, it's a no-brainer. It's easy to do, it's easy to understand, and it doesn't cost you much, to be a part of it, right? So you have your $40 one-time affiliate fee. That's just one time. And then of course our membership. But remember, the membership, not only, yes, you pay it monthly to maintain your affiliate status, but it gives you the best prices of our products. It saves you money. So start to calculate what you're doing, and month over month, you are buying our products, you are saving money. And if you're not buying our products, I want you to sit here and think to yourself, why? Why are you not? Why are you not taking that step to take care of yourself? The one body that you were given, why are you not taking those steps? Easy steps to take care of yourself, right? And that's the supplementation. And the more that you just communicate that also to others, right? You don't need to, hey, you don't need to become affiliate if you don't want to. If someone just wants to do, but again, why would you not spend the one-time $40? But say you don't want to, you do the membership and you get best prices of our amazing products. It doesn't matter if you're a part of other companies, other network marketing companies, we don't care, right? Why would we want to restrict you to just one company making, a certain amount of money or doing a certain amount of work? Do everything that you can. This is your life, right? We want to give you all the opportunities, but the biggest opportunity with Livegood is the opportunity of health, the opportunity to take care of yourself, and the opportunity to help take care of your loved ones. And remember, the season of giving, season of living, wonderful thing. We did add that gift certificate option. So if you're sitting here, what are we? Today's the 12th. We are close. Countdown is on to the holidays. I mean, I think for us, Hanukkah starts, I believe, in 2 days. And then we have Christmas right around the corner, about 11 days from that. Maybe it's crunch time. Maybe you don't know what you're going to get Aunt Susie, right? Easy stuff. Get them started on Livegood. Give them a gift certificate. Let them choose the products they want. Maybe you don't know what's going on with them. You don't know what they're going to want. Well, gift certificate does it all, right? It's very, very, very simple. So make sure you check that out on the website. Always love your questions. You guys do a really wonderful job of asking great, intelligent questions. So keep it coming, and of course, recognizing the whole team. It's a small team, right? So we do a lot. Everyone wears a lot of hats. It's a lot of work, and you have to always appreciate every single person that puts work and effort into our company every single day to make it happen and bring the best products to you guys. Back to you, Ben.
Awesome. Love it. And yes, the gift certificates are a great gift idea, as is our essential oils pack. Just $29.95, guys, for members. This is a $200 value. Anywhere else, you get 6 of our essential oils. This one only has 4 in it. You get all 6. But just a really cool gift. You could also, buy them a diffuser on Amazon or whatever, throw that in with it. But very cool gift as well. But what's up? Good morning.
Right.
Sorry, my wife just walked in. Anyway, yeah, biggest thing Lisa said, I hope you guys all wrote it down. I wrote it down. I don't know if you could see that. Question everything. If you didn't write it down right now. Put it on a sticky note. Put it on your computer screen. Question everything. Don't buy another nutritional supplement. until you've asked the questions, until you ask to see those certificates of analysis, until you've asked to see the third party they do, but refuse to show you. Because if they're not going to show you guys, they're clearly hiding something. Either there's something in there that they don't want you to see, or they're not actually testing. And if the ingredients that they're not even telling you what's in, just a whole list, not any amounts of anything, are not clean, are not healthy, are not pure, are not organic, there's a very good chance they're loaded with toxins, they're loaded with heavy metals and stuff you don't want to put in your body. So, I mean, Lisa is leading the charge, guys. Question everything. Don't just blindly trust a company, whether it's a network marketing company, just because the owner seems like a cool, trustworthy, honest guy with integrity. A lot of times he might be that, but doesn't even know himself what's in the product. Sometimes he does, and he's putting on this front that he's the good guy. Guys, if they're not going to show you that documentation, I'll just tell you, don't buy from them. And I'm not saying that so you buy from Livegood. If a company is going to show you documentation and you see that it's clean, healthy, honest, transparent, it's got good ingredients, it's got clean stuff, it doesn't have any toxins, then absolutely buy that product. But if a company's not going to show you the documentation, I'm not telling you to buy it so you buy it from Livegood. I'm telling you, don't put that in your body and risk your life, literally, of getting sick or even worse, because there are a lot of harmful ingredients in a lot of products out there. We talked about the report in Consumer Reports about a month ago, where 16 out of 23, more than 2/3 of plant-based protein powders have toxic levels of lead in them. And a lot of these are companies that claim to do third-party testing. It's like, if you did the test, did you not see the part where your toxic levels of lead are like 5 times safe levels? Or did you just like ignore that part and just say, yeah, we do third-party testing? Like, it's very crazy. They did another test, bought 30 products on Amazon. 17 of them didn't even match what was on the label, more than half. So most, literally most, that's not an exaggeration, most products that you're buying out there do not match what's on the label and are not clean, are not healthy, have toxins, have heavy metals, have stuff that you don't want to put in your body. And here's the scary part. You don't know which ones are clean and which ones aren't until you can see the results. And if companies aren't going to show you that documentation, again, is it worth the risk? Probably not. So again, write it down, question everything. Let's go out to Dr. Ryan. Dr. Ryan, Director of Product Development. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. So why do you think that is? Yeah, Ben, you don't have to answer that, but why do you think that is? Why do you think that so many of these companies sort of operate in a way that almost seems like it's unregulated? Like it seems like it's like totally the Wild West, and it's not. So the question is, how do they get away with it? Why? Why is that? I don't know. I'm not going to get into an argument over my position in regulation. Should we have more regulatory burden and authority? But people assume that the dietary supplement market is this like super like unregulated space, and it's not. It's regulated similar to food. It's just not regulated the way that drugs are regulated. So being like food, they had this DSHEA Act back in '92, and it's basically CGMP. So follow good manufacturing practices, and a good GMP facility, like one that's certified by NSF, which ours are. So people probably know NSF is the informed, like similar to Informed Sport. They're the ones that test the supplements for all banned material, so that athletes, anybody that's regulated under NCAA or World Anti-Doping Agency, Olympic International Committee, that all pretty much are looking for supplements that have NSF certification or Informed Sport, because that means that that product has been tested to ensure it has none of these banned substances in it. So our facility is GMP certified under NSF. So we don't put the NSF sticker on our bottles because that's not what we went for. But I'm telling you, there's a lot of companies out there that are using GMP facilities as a guise. They're just literally just saying, oh, we do it under GMP. And so they end up with these people that are willing to do, what do they call them? Lisa, Ben, is it fairy dusting? Yeah, I think you can refer to it as, like, they're willing to have you do a proprietary blend, because a good GMP facility will not. Like, they're really going to sit there and say, guys, I'm not comfortable literally adding a sprinkle in it, walking by the room and just kind of dusting it. and saying that we have alfalfa in there, right, or spirulina, and that's what they're doing. That they're getting away with it because it's regulated like food. There's no real harm to the consumer, and that's a tough position to be in for a regulatory body. It's so that's the struggle. But the consumer's got to be wise to it, and that's I think the most important thing that Livegood is doing across the board. My experience, not being a network marketer, I've learned all of the weird, like I don't know if the word is scammy, but all of the weird kind of unscrupulous ways that the networking industry had evolved into, because it didn't start that way. And I've learned these things. And I'm like, my gosh, I'm so glad we stayed so clear of them. But more importantly, I'm really impressed by how we've educated to the fact that has really taken advantage of the consumer. And on the flip side, and really kind of on the same wavelength, is the supplement industry. It's our duty to inform. Above all, do no harm. I mean, that's the oath I took in pharmacy. That's true, and it applies in everything we do. I mean, as far as supplementation goes, I treat it like drugs. I treat it just like drugs. I look at it like we're going to make this thing for someone to take. They're going to know exactly what they're getting. They're going to know exactly what's not in there. They're also going to know how much they're getting and why it's a clinically relevant dose so that they'll have a therapeutic outcome. So these are the types of things that you really should be informed of. Now, does it tickle everybody's fancy to know all this stuff and go around and in your holiday parties talk about how you learned about the Shea Act of '92? No, I get it. Understood. But it's like Ben says, just boil it down and for now on, look at a company. Are they willing to share this information with you? Is it readily available? Are the owners or the faces of the company being transparent about it and talking about it? And if they are, that's a good sign. Take it a step further and see if it's available for you to look at. It doesn't matter, even if you don't know how to look at a COA, certificate of analysis, even if you don't know how to figure out what the parts per million or the micrograms or the whole thing is, it doesn't matter. You just need to be able to see it. And then you have people like Lisa and I that would help you advise on it. So we can also look at it for you and say, yeah, this looks pretty good, or hey, there's some questionable things here. And but independent third-party stuff is really important too. Some of the things that we focus on. Like before we come to market, you bet your butt that I've done the heavy metal testing. There's not going to be a surprise. We're not going to come out with a product to market and then, oh my gosh, we didn't test for the lead. Oh, we better go back and test for that. No. It's been done. It's like Ben said, it's been done in raw material. It's been done when it came in bulk. It got done again when it was in finished product. So we're not missing any steps on that side of things. And that's pretty critical, guys. That's not something that it's a non-negotiable for me. And I'll always be that way for you guys. Make sure that the quality is first and foremost. So that's what's going on. Let's talk about a little bit about new products. There's so many different things that I've talked about this year, reflecting back on 2025. How many more calls do we have this year? 2 more after this? Probably 2 more. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's not a summary yet, Ben. I'm sure we'll do a year-end summary.
Things don't actually expire the day.
Lisa, beep, beep, zip, zip.
Busted.
Busted. Anyway, so guys,
you guys are so cute.
I love this. Such a bang. I guess the kid bang.
I love this.
Big 2025. So many awesome things. We'll do a summary and another call to close out the year. But going into 2026 could be it could be the busiest year we've had yet. And I don't know for anybody that's on the call, if you're new, then you may not know what that means. That may not be relative to you in any way. But we've had 3, right? But 3 very busy years. Busy. Right? I mean, we've all been like crazy growth, crazy fast. And like, bless the Lord for that. I mean, unbelievable amount of opportunity has been gifted to us to work with. So thank you for all of that. And thanks to all of the viewers today and the affiliates. The membership is just incredibly honoring, and humbling to work with. So thank you all for that. Real quick, gonna wrap it up here with. So let's close out the year with 2 more products. That's my goal. The problem is shipping. That's the problem. Freight gets really difficult in this end of year. So we've got NAD. The strips are going to be amazing. We've got that ready to rock. Those are so powerful too. That compound, that molecule, that NAD plus molecule is so powerful. It's hard to deliver it. It's hard to get it active, bioactive, bioavailable. We'll get into that more, but get super pumped for this molecule. If you don't know anything about it, you type in NAD+. Super trendy, but it's not been trendy for us. We've been using it for a long time. And then a skincare cleanser. We're doing the cleanser because the cleanser was absolutely needed in the pack. A little late for the game to make round out the pack, but trust me, it's going to be awesome. And then going into the next year, the parasite cleanse will probably be up first, hydrogen tabs, and then so on and so forth. They actually have a list here. I wasn't going to run down it, though. I know I'm running a little long here real quick. I'll pull it back up, though. But, man, we're talking about 2026 being a big year. So, guys, stay tuned. Ben, back to you.
Awesome. So when's the NAD coming?
So I just checked in yesterday to make sure everything, the foils have been delivered. The run is very quick. The run is very quick. They said they were going to run it it was supposed to be run this week, but the foils hadn't finished printing yet. So it's supposed to run next week and be ready for freight the end of next week.
So this month, before the end of the year?
Yes. I'm going to say yes. But the freight issues around holidays are always sticky. So I'm going to say yes. Yes, this year.
Yeah, that'll be an exciting one. It's hot. It's huge right now. Trending big time. Yeah, just another thing. Dr. Ryan, I mean, he was working on this before people even found out about it. It's really cool. Same thing with our methylene blue. You guys heard that story. Guy is on top of it, but I'm going to make one recommendation for those of you who haven't been listening to me for the past few weeks. With your order, if you haven't ordered yet, I know there's a lot of new people on the call. First of all, welcome aboard. Congratulations. I mean, this was a huge week, biggest week in 3 months. So yeah, so I know we got a lot of new people who haven't heard us yet. So I definitely want to recommend some products for you guys, because if you haven't ordered yet, you definitely want to get your detox pack with your very first order, and probably with every order, but definitely with your first order, because most of us have not really cleaned out our system, which means we have toxins in our bodies, and toxins are unavoidable. We all have some level of toxins. The only challenge is if you let them build up and you don't do anything about it, you have more. And because they're in, the water we drink, the air we breathe, the food we eat, everywhere there are toxins. So you got to get rid of them, especially if you want to maximize your results with our life-changing products. Because if you want to get the most out of your amazing super greens, your super reds, your essential aminos, your magnesium, your vitamin D, your multivitamin, pre-workout, E3, our creatine, all of our awesome products, you want to get rid of those toxins. So I'm going to look, which you're not. Lisa, you're talking again.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, gee.
I don't know why my mute keeps going back off.
So here's, you want to talk about detox? No, that's just mute. Okay, here we go. So 3 products, $39.95. First and foremost is our liver support. We've got to clean out our liver. Our liver, think about it like an air filter. The longer you have this air filter that hasn't been cleaned or changed, the more dirt and dust and garbage and stuff it's got in it. That's what our liver is. If we're not keeping it clean and healthy, it's letting toxins in, and oftentimes it's blocking the good nutrients from getting through, because literally every single drop of our blood filters through your liver every single day. And if you're taking prescription medication, if you're drinking alcohol, if you're drinking soda, putting toxins in your body, it's dirty. It needs to be cleaned out. So the liver support, you guys know, I mean, this is such an amazing product. Usually in our top 10 or 11 top selling products, because people get it. They're like, oh my gosh, I need a liver support. You guys know you're beating it up. And it's a huge part. It's the first line of defense when it comes to detoxifying your body. Second is our chlorophyll and zeolite detox. If you're just going to get one of these and not the pack, this is the one. Just $14.95, 2 droppers in a glass of water. I'm actually drinking mine right now. Drink it down. It binds itself to those toxins in your body. You poop them out. It leaves your body clean, healthy, your immune system stronger, your skin clear, your brain clearer. Like, everything works better when you get rid of those toxins. I take this every single day. You can take it a few times a week. You can take it as often as you want, but just an amazing, amazing product. And last but not least, our probiotic gut support. Our gut controls everything. It's responsible for metabolism. It's responsible for absorption of nutrients in our body. It's got 60 billion active bacteria in the form of probiotics to help you do that, to help with the metabolism, to help with the absorption of those nutrients. So if you want to get the most out of all of your supplements, or any supplements, or any weight loss program or any exercise program or anything, you got to get the toxins out of your body. Our detox pack, these 3 products together, $39.95. Again, if you just want to start with the detox itself, you can do that. But this product, this pack is absolutely awesome. And for 3 products for $39.95, just a no-brainer. So make sure you get that detox pack with your next order of product. I recommend taking those products, the detox pack, at least a week before you even start taking any of our other awesome supplements, just to get your body healthy enough to really maximize those results and absorption of the good stuff in your body. But you're going to feel so much better in every aspect of your life. Your brain is going to be clearer. You're going to be able to exercise easier, stronger, faster, longer, have more endurance. Your sleep is going to be better. You're going to want to eat healthier. Just everything works better when you get those toxins out of your body. So just an awesome, awesome pack.
I did want to
let's talk about rank advancements real quick.
on top of
then we got a few announcements. Whoa,
yeah, just
Lisa, you got something?
Yes, for the pack or for the detox pack. I do want you guys to understand, because I get this question a lot. Is because it says detox, everybody thinks like this strong, intense thing. This is a daily detox. And the reason Ben is saying to start with it is because you're starting to get your system working properly. If you haven't been doing anything, taking any supplements or are working on your detox processes, it is an important step, but it doesn't mean you just do it for like a week or 2 and then you stop. This is something we should be doing every day, because we want our body to be detoxing on a regular basis properly, right? It does detox on its own, but it becomes very sluggish because of, again, our exposure. So daily detox. And I also wanted to say something I totally forgot to say, but I always listen to a podcast, but hey, you guys, you should try it too. Go on a walk, listen to a podcast. It's a great thing. But the doctor, this female doctor had just said she starts every single morning with 2 scoops of creatine and methylene blue. She said her brain is on fire. That is her go-to every single morning. I thought that was pretty cool.
Love it. And let me clarify something, because I know there are a lot of people that tell us, and Dr. Ryan, maybe you want to take this one, to take methylene blue every day. We've learned that might not be the best approach, because then your mitochondria in your brain start to rely on the methylene blue to activate it and to work at peak performance, rather than instead training your brain how to do it itself. What are your thoughts on that, Dr. Ryan?
We are correct. We are correct in our approach. But I think if people are just starting out every day for 15 straight days or 30 straight days is fine. But once you get established and start understanding it, you're right, Ben. We do need to cycle off and kind of do a washout.
Awesome. But yeah, creatine, you cannot overdose on creatine. You want to take 2 scoops in the morning, 2 or 3 scoops throughout the day. Awesome. It is so beneficial for your entire body, your brain, your recovery, your strength. Just an amazing, amazing product. And this is the highest quality creatine on the planet. It's $19.95 for your creatine. All right, let's talk about rank advancements. I was going to start doing these monthly, but I got so excited when I saw them this morning, mainly because of the silvers and golds were crazy big. Bigger than, I haven't even looked back, but definitely the biggest in the last month. So here we go. We had 990 new bronze ranked affiliates this week alone. 990 people enrolled, at least 2 people this week alone. Almost 1,000 people, almost 1,000 new rank advanced. Like, most companies aren't putting in 1,000 people in a month total. We had almost 1,000 advanced in rank just this week. That's what, when I'm talking about, we didn't create this compensation plan, this company, to attract quote unquote leaders. And by leaders, I'm not bashing any of us. I'm just saying, like, there's some, I don't even want to call them top income earners in the industry, because that even changes. I mean, just because someone made money 5 years ago in a deal, it's a crazy, I've heard it's weird, because I've been in this industry for the last 25 years of minus the last 6 before this. And it's just an industry that it just makes me cringe so much how wrong so many different things are, because most of these companies are literally designed for that 1% of quote unquote leaders who can bring all of these followers with them into this next deal. And so that's who they designed the compensation plan for. We didn't do it that way. And so whenever anyone asked, you know, how are you going to attract leaders? I'm like, we're not. We don't want the leaders. I don't
No.
want those guys in this company. And this is the coolest thing, because Nutter, how many leaders have we had? I mean, it's been quiet probably the last six to 12 months, but those first like 2 years, when they see us growing by 3,000 new members a day, and they're saying, "Oh, can I get a position?
Oh.
Can you give me a position above?" Like, no, bro.
No, bro, we don't play
All
those games. We don't play those games.
But it's not only that, like, and this is my favorite line, and like, and it's true. It's like, look, all of your people are gonna be over here
Yes.
in the next 6 to 12 months. Once they hear about Livegood, they're gonna be in Livegood. So you can either get in now and probably get some of them in with you and have some of them in your organization, or you can miss out. Either way, they're coming.
Yep.
So if you want to come, awesome. Yes. If you want to keep overpaying for products and scamming people, stay over there. But there's no free deals. There's no commit. Like, no, we don't give you extra thing. And we've got more people here. This is the coolest thing. More people here who have never made real money in the network marketing industry. And by real money, I mean more than like a couple $100s a month in their most successful one. Now making over $10,000 a month. We have more people who have not been hugely successful in the industry making more money than any other company has percentage-wise. In other words, other companies have, you got 1, 2, 3 people, not even percent, but people making real money in the company. We've got tens of thousands of people making real. We've got over 200 diamonds averaging over $10,000 a month in residual income that continues to go up and up and up and up. So it's cool. Like, that's what I like. I like when the little guy can do something that works, that's honest, that they can be proud of, and they absolutely crush the guys that are doing it the wrong way and trying to make deals and getting bridge money and whatever else they call it. It's just a crazy, crazy industry. So to see these numbers, to see this duplication, what do you got, Notter?
Bro, dude, you got to see my phone right now. Gentlemen, another Ben Nugget day. Another Ben Nugget day. Everybody uses different words. I'm not Aryan, so here comes mine. It's not like I'm not going to talk to, I mean, check it out. I don't deal with heavy hitters. I'm going to use the word heavy hitters, right? I know there are a lot of leaders that were leaders in the old MLM who just stood in front of the mirror, especially after a year and a half of watching us putting in 10,000 new people a week, when they're like trying to put 10,000 people a quarter in. So what's happening is people are realizing, they're recognizing what we're doing. And all those people did come. Some of them did come in. I don't want to say they repented, but they probably stood in front of the mirror. They're like, what are you doing? What are you doing to these people? You're selling people a dream that as a heavy hitter or a leader or whatever lingo you want to use, that statistically for all of the years you've been in, it's a revolving door. And the entire, and we're not here to badmouth because that industry is gone anyway. I mean, all of the leaders are all trainers now, right? Because nobody's going to follow them. I mean, Livegood, Ben Glinsky, my brother, Livegood is literally a network marketing junkie's kryptonite. So people are going to spend a one-time $40, which is a half a tank of gas. The $9.95 a month, ladies and gentlemen, is not a cost because people are buying about $106 when they buy products, $106 worth of orders. Why? Because it has a $500 value. Because if we gave away pink Cadillacs and trips and rings and watch people quit every 3 months, yes, it'd be $500. But ladies and gentlemen, I tell people we didn't launch this company for heavy hitters. Yes, there are some leaders, like Ben said, especially in the early years, that were the first year or so when they saw us grow, they try to ask for deals. I've known this gentleman for a quarter of a century. Not once is given into that garbage. Not once is given into that garbage. And he wouldn't do it in the demonic world of the network marketing, let alone do it in this company that's a company of joy, transparency, and honesty. So ladies and gentlemen, yes, when I get a phone call being invited to get on a Zoom, if somebody says, I got a heavy hitter that opened up Philippines for some network marketing company and put 10,000 people in it, can you be at that Zoom at 10 a.m.? But then if I have a lady says, hey, listen, I joined Livegood. I was on Facebook Marketplace. I was looking for some organic coffee. I found what you guys have because some faithful, proud Livegood member posted it. I bought it. I got blown away because I didn't have to spend 20% of my social security card to buy it from Organo Gold. So I bought it. I started telling a couple of my friends, oh, Mr. Notter, I'm a gold. What does that mean? Oh, can you get on our Zoom? Guess what? I'm getting on her Zoom. So it's not like I'm not thankful for the so-called leaders. It's just there's no room for them here because their mentality is bamboozling people to overpay for products. Our mentality is purity, love, and caring. So yes, heavy hitters can go do, now that the old MLM is broken, thanks to us, they can go do Uber, Lyft, DoorDash. They can come become trainers. They can do all that. Our goal is to bless the masses. And when this gentleman tells you about compensation plans, ladies and gentlemen, he's being like way too humble, like way too humble. Him and I can only talk about me. I've had people calling me, say, hey, I can get so-and-so, heavy hitter, I can get so-and-so, and he or she can bring in whatever number of people and countries, but they're going to need, like Ben said, a bridge contract, a position. I mean, we're in the software business. There's software that will allow you to give people fake volume. And then they stand in front of people and say, oh, I was a single dad and I just started sharing. And I woke up one Monday with a pink Cadillac in my driveway. One of the main reasons we're growing is this: highest quality products at the lowest price with full transparency. But the way it's growing in network marketing is this is what happens when people are proud. So yes, we did have some people who did made a little bit of money in the old way of network marketing and call themselves leaders. And they recognize that if you want to make a true walkaway residual income that will actually grow, remember the $106 average order? Remember that? That's the true walkaway residual income that you can hold your chin up, not hide from your friends. Not hide to your friends when a report comes out that their product is garbage. Ben, again, I don't mean to interrupt you, dude, but you had so many good buttons on this Zoom. This is solid. Back to you, brother.
Thanks. So, yeah, speaking of question everything, like yeah, we see it. We know what happens. I mean, ask your upline if you're in another company, if they're recruiting anyway. Ask the people who are making big money in other companies what they were paid or offered to go over there, because it's weird. But yeah, like Nader said, I mean, we run software. Companies would ask us, hey, put $100,000 in volume under this guy. Just not people, just volume. Just add 100,000 to his weak leg in their binary, just so it could make, so he can make more money, so it looks like he's successful. So two reasons: so it can impress other people, but also so he doesn't leave and go to another company. We got to pay him to stay over here. It's crazy what goes on in the network marketing industry. But Nader said a lot of these leaders are trainers now. What that means is they can't make money in network marketing, so they try to make money by teaching other people how to make money in network marketing. It's just a crazy, crazy, totally cringy world. That's why I didn't want anything to do with it. All right, back to positive excitement, ranks, all that stuff. And then, yeah, Nader, I got your text. I will definitely mention what we talked about yesterday on the call as far as people taking supplements. But 990 bronzes, 103 silvers, 103 people this week built a team of over 20 members in their organization. And by the way, I mean, we had someone this month enroll over 100 people. We had someone this year enroll over 1,000 people personally. Like, there is a lot of momentum going on, even 3 years into this thing, that we haven't even tapped into yet. The opportunity, the market, the whatever you want to call it, is absolutely huge, and the potential is there. So 103 silvers are making on average $100-300 a month in residual income, which is huge money for most companies, most people in network marketing who have made zero. But I mean, that's a great way to supplement your income. It's a great way to be able to make enough to buy whatever supplements you want to be taking every month, which means you're basically getting them for free just by sharing it with a few people. And those numbers are going to continue to go up as your people continue to order and continue to duplicate. Because it's so exciting to see how many of these bronzes, for example, just joined us yesterday and have already achieved the rank of bronze. Like, the duplication is what drives this whole thing. And it doesn't happen if it's not easy, if it's not honest, if you can't go out there and genuinely be able to tell someone this is the best product at the best price. Like, it really doesn't get any easier than that. And that's why it works. And on top of that, we're paying out about 85% of the $10 a month that's coming in. So it's a very generous compensation plan, and helping a lot of people. 20 golds this week, almost 3 golds every single day. 20 people built a team of at least 50 members. No, golds are 100 members in their organization.
Yes.
Yeah. 20 people this week built a team of 100 members. Like, that is not an easy accomplishment in the network marketing industry. You see one person a month in another company doing that, and they're, you know, posting a billboard about them. Here, 20 people this week building to gold. Golds are making what I call the sweet spot, that $300 to $500 a month in residual income. Absolutely love it. We had 4 new platinums this week. 4 people built a team of at least 500 members in their organization, making on the very low end about $1,000 a month, and the high end $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a month. So love it. Those are the ranks. Not going to spend too much time on it, but I absolutely, you know, I got really excited when I saw those numbers this morning. I'm like, oh my gosh, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. You guys are getting it. The duplication's there. The more people we share it with, the more people we're helping. We're changing the world. We're changing people's health, changing people's finances, and doing it the right way for the first time really in the history of the network marketing industry. So, you know, I always say it, everybody needs Livegood. Everybody needs supplements, number one. And we've got the highest quality at the lowest prices. Ask the questions, question everything. You don't even have to ask us. We publish everything right there on the website. You can see it. Just click on the certificates of analysis link at the bottom of the page. Find which product you want. A lot of them have, some of them are condensed into one. You got the certificates of analysis with the heavy metals test in them. Some have separate tests. All of them are there. It just depends on the manufacturer and how we do it. But as Dr. Ryan said, I mean, he is not about to put anything harmful or toxic in his body, first of all, much less any one of our bodies. He's got that conscience. He's not just about, I mean, this is not about making money for Ryan and Lisa. This is about helping people get healthy, because the world is as unhealthy as it's ever been. So number one, everybody needs supplements. Number two, if Nodder and I are even a little bit right, and maybe we don't put in 50 million members in the next few years, maybe it's only 20 million, maybe it's only 10 million. The only place for all of those people to go is under the ones who are already in there. But to think that we won't have 10 million members in the next few years, I think is crazy. I mean, highest quality, lowest price. And here's the number that we're going to talk about that Lisa mentioned last night. We kind of broke down the math on it. But 60% of people just in the United States, it's over 70% internationally in a lot of countries. 60% of people in the United States are already taking at least one nutritional supplement. There are 350 billion people million people, 350 million people in the United States. So let's say a third of them are kids. So we've got over 200 million people who are in the United States. 60% of that number is 120 million. So 120 million plus, that's a conservative number, are already taking at least one nutritional supplement pretty consistently. When they hear about Livegood, where they can get a better product at a better price, what do you think? I mean, what if 10% of those 120 million join Livegood? That's a tiny number. Like, that's the 10 million right there. That's 12 million. Even if we already have 2 million, and the 2 million international, that doesn't even count all the rest of the world. So, I mean, we could have 20 million members just in the United States in the next couple of years without that even being that big of a number. I mean, it is not unrealistic that we have 50 million members just in the United States alone, much less the rest of the world. So the potential out there is absolutely huge, guys. And it's exciting to think about, you know, really how tiny we are and how big we can be. And I believe we will be over the next few years. So that said, moving into announcements, we have been working very hard, as you guys know, on figuring out all of this marketing stuff, social media presence, email marketing, everything that we've been testing really this year. It has been a lot of testing, a lot of money spent trying to figure stuff out. We have really gotten a lot of stuff dialed in. I mean, we're generating about 100 new customers a day just on our methylene blue alone. There we go. Just on this single product alone, we're going to be cranking that up to about 500 a day, and then doing that with literally every single one of our products over the next few months. Fundraising is looking awesome. Our co-op's coming really well. Lots of things in place to continue just driving this thing bigger and faster than, I mean, as fast as we've been going already. I mean, 2 million members in 3 years has never happened in the history of the home-based business industry, the history of the supplement space, and we're about to go even faster than that over the next few years. So really excited about all of that stuff. We did a call on Wednesday about making money on Meta and Facebook and turning that into another income stream and another traffic source and another way to build your income and build the business. That I didn't post that yet. I've been waiting for something, but it will be posted today in your resources tab. So if you missed that and you want to learn how to make money on TikTok and Facebook by making videos, even if you're not technically savvy or a registered TikTok affiliate, you can still do it very easy. And all the information is right there on there. We've got an awesome team of Ty and Mo who are going to help you, coach you, answer your questions, and make sure that we maximize what you guys provide for yourselves and for us in terms of videos. But we've already been putting spending company money promoting your videos. And so depending, you guys watch the video if you want to make money on promoting on Facebook and TikTok. Basically, if you want to make money just making some videos about some supplements or some products for Livegood, then make some videos and you make some money. We'll do all the heavy lifting, all the work as far as that goes. So yeah, really not much more to announce. We are absolutely cranking. Everything is dialed in. We've tested a lot of stuff this year, figured out a lot of stuff this year, and now it's just time to put it all in place and absolutely crush 2026. And I think it's going to start very, very, I mean, it's already biggest week ever, biggest week in the last 3 months, biggest day in the last 4 months yesterday. So looks like momentum is coming, and yeah, you guys are right in front of it. So get ready for even more excitement. But I'll tell you what, guys, you know, we've been saying this for the last 2 years, and the window is still very wide open. I'll tell you that, but it's going to start closing and closing and closing and closing. What I mean by that is just like the Amazon example. You know, if Amazon went network marketing today and every one of you guys can make money by recruiting people to Amazon, would that be exciting? Well, it sounds cool, but who are you going to introduce to Amazon who's not already in? So the market is, there's no one else out there to recruit into Amazon. Everybody already knows about it. So when I say the window is wide open with Livegood right now, but it's closing, that's because very few people in the world even know that Livegood exists. Over the next few years, as more and more and more and more and more millions and millions and millions of people hear about Livegood and join Livegood and continue to share Livegood, that window, the number of people out there to be able to introduce is going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. So now is the time. Guys, everyone will know about Livegood in the next few years. You've got the opportunity. They can either hear it from you, hear from someone else, hear from one of our ads, one of our videos, whatever. But man, don't miss this opportunity. It is hot right now. Most people don't even know. New Year's is an awesome time to take advantage of that. Hey, are you going to do a weight loss program? What are your New Year's resolutions? That's a great question to lead with. What are your New Year's resolutions? Oh, I need to lose weight, but I try every year. You know what? Here's a great pitch. The reason that most people fail with their New Year's weight loss resolutions, game plans, goals, strategies, programs, whatever, is not because the products don't work, not because they weren't doing the right thing, but because their bodies are loaded with toxins that they're not able to absorb the good nutrients and ingredients from those weight management products to maximize the results. And so they fail. They don't lose weight. They might gain weight. It doesn't work. That's why this year you got to try this detox. You've got to get those toxins out of your system. Just 2 droppers in a glass of water eliminates the toxins. Then you could absorb those nutrients, maximize your results with all nutritional supplements. And if you want to really crank it up, get our liver support. You got to keep that filter clean so that you can filter through the good stuff and keep out the bad stuff. And our probiotic gut support to make sure that you are digesting everything and getting the maximum nutrients and benefit and metabolism and all of that stuff from those products. So you want to lead in, ask people what their New Year's resolutions are this year and tell them they need, if they really want to maximize it, they should try this detox. $19.95 retail, $14.95 for members of Livegood. Ryan, Lisa, if you guys got any other New Year's tips or strategies or tools or lead-ins or recommendations or any of that, feel free to chime in. But that's really all I got, guys. The timing is perfect. We are absolutely cranking. Our products are changing lives. I hope all of you guys, and I see the orders. I mean, they continue coming. So most of you guys are taking them. But and the orders for our detox pack have definitely jumped in the past couple of weeks, which we absolutely love. But another good one for detox is our organic fiber. Great for just your entire gut, keeping your system clean. Our super greens, guys, is awesome for digestive health, for metabolism, for immune strength, just so many benefits there. Obviously, our magnesium, our vitamin D are crucial for everything. Our multivitamin plays a role in so many different things. Himalayan shilajit and organic sea moss with the trace minerals in here, guys, can definitely help with a lot of that stuff as well. But so many benefits, so many amazing products. Just keep learning, keep using, and question everything.
Yes.
That's all I got. Any of you guys got any other cool stuff, ideas, feedback?
Join our Monday call. So our Monday call is actually going to be on New Year's resolutions and all tips and tricks. We did do one last year, and I love something I want to keep redoing because health is forever changing and we're all forever growing and adapting. So always going to be great new information. So join us Monday at noon.
That's good.
Monday at noon. You can find that link in your webinars link in your back office. Those calls are awesome. You can also watch past calls right there in that link as well. That's all we got. Welcome aboard to everyone who joined this week. Another record-breaking week, biggest week in the last few months. You guys are on fire. Keep it up. Let's keep crushing the end of the year and get ready for the explosion that's going to come on New Year's. Place your product order. We'll ship it out first thing tomorrow. We ship every single day of the month, the year, the week, pretty much the year. We took Christmas off. We took the day after Thanksgiving off. They actually worked Thanksgiving morning packing orders, and then we got them all turkey dinners. It was really cool. And our warehouse crew, those guys don't stop. They don't want to get behind. And these orders, if they miss one day, that means the next day or the next few days to catch up is going to be huge. So these guys are well on top of it. So that's all we got, guys. Congratulations to everyone who achieved rank. Congratulations to everyone who had someone in their organization achieve rank. Keep that duplication rocking. Keep talking, keep sharing, keep loving, keep smiling, keep being awesome. You guys are the best. That's all we got. See you.